Anything different about today?
Yeah, it was good. We got a bunch of situational work done this morning. Special teams was basically game simulation, and it was good. I mean, our guys are really focused. It was good. I was really pleased. We had thought we executed well. All the different substitutions and special situations, and thought our guys handled everything pretty good. So I thought it was a good day.
You weren't really lying when you said you were going to save their legs. It seemed like this afternoon was kind of a...
Yeah, we went light today. Defensively, they got a bunch of work done, and we ran a bunch of plays on offense, but it was, kind of game simulations. So they'd go run some plays, get over to the bench, talk about adjustments, do some things, run some more, kind of come back, and that was kind of the idea, was to make it as game-like as we possibly could without banging on each other. We've had I think today was 21 practices or something like that, and we haven't had many, just one day off. And so, they needed a little bit of a break, and made sense to do that today.
What's your schedule for the weekend and going forward?
Yeah, we're going to practice through the weekend and have Sunday off. So we'll come back tomorrow, have a good practice Friday, good practice Saturday, take Sunday off, and then, get into game week.
And you will practice Monday?
Yes, we'll practice Monday.
This will be the only time you do that all year?
Yeah, this will be the only time.
Are you where you want to be?
Oh, no, heck no, not even close. We're, still have a busy week ahead of us. Got to get a lot of things cleaned up. But, I like where we're headed. Like I said, we got a long way to go before we're going to get there. But we, guys are working and paying attention, and we're just further along than we have been.
Darius was in a blue jersey today.
Yeah, it was good to see him out there. Of course, we weren't doing much hitting today. So. But no, he's going to get worked back into it. We'll just kind of see what he can take and how he's feeling, and we monitor his strength and see what we can get. I would expect to get something out of him on Saturday. I'd expect him to play, but
you expect him to play against?
I do, yeah. But we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah. Is there any competitions that you think are going to still bleed into next week, or are we starting to get pretty set on
Yeah, no, I think the guys will be competing through the week. In terms of who practices well and who doesn't, and who's going to end up getting on the bus. The thing that's good is we've got enough healthy bodies to where there's competition for guys to get on on the airplane. We're going to travel probably 73 guys, and so this point last year, we couldn't find 73 guys. So the fact that we have a lot of healthy bodies and a lot of competition, we're going to not be able to take some pretty good players.
Have you picked your team captains yet? Players
No,
voted?
we're going to do it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow in the team meeting after practice.
Players will vote?
Players will vote.
What's your philosophy on contact the last week and a half heading into the game? Is there going to be much of any?
Yeah. We'll come back, have full padded practice Monday, Tuesday, and I don't know if we'll take anybody to the ground. There'll probably be on Tuesday. There'll probably be a little bit of a live session. I don't know quite sure who's going to go through there yet. We'll kind of see where we are and who we think needs to do any additional tackling or that kind of thing. But yeah, we'll be full pads Monday and Tuesday, and it'll be physical, practices.
Will you have a depth chart between now and releasing one for the game, or?
Potentially, yeah. We'll see. I'll talk to Kyle about it. Like I said, I hate to just give you guys something to give you something. It's just, we'll have a better sense midweek of kind of, what it's going to look like.
What's Jake Kearney done? He obviously missed the first few days, but he's now running with the twos.
Yeah, he's he's picked things up quickly. He's athletic. He's kind of what we saw on film. He's got some length, and he's a good athlete. He's a really smart kid. We expect his role to increase as the season goes on. He's going to have some opportunities on special teams, I think, to make a name for himself and be a contributor, and hopefully that'll grow into a bigger role in our defense.
Is Barton looking like your Mike at this point, or?
I would say probably. Yeah, I would say probably if we had to play today. Hardy's back healthy and doing some good things, and done enough where we think he's going to get in the mix, and so we feel between those two guys that gives us some good depth. And then Devontae's had an outstanding camp, and we're expecting big things out of him. And so all he needs is reps to get better and just to get his feet wet. He's a true freshman. You kind of forget about it since he went through spring football, and you just look at him, and physically he doesn't look like a true freshman. But he's he's way ahead of schedule, and like what we're getting out of him. And so that's a position as I said, if Hardy can come back and give us what we think he can give us, it could be a good position for us.
Talk about Chris Harper and kind of the camp that he's had.
Chris has been much more consistent, and he stayed healthy. I mean, that's been his biggest issue in the past. It's just been he's had a hard time staying healthy, and he stayed healthy. He's practiced every day, and as a result, he's improved a lot. And I think I think he's just matured. I think he's learning what it takes to work and to be successful in this offense. I mean, the thing about our offense is that you can't just hope a guy makes a big play occasionally. I mean, he's got to make the tough catches on third down. He's got to block. He's got to do all the little things right to play receiver in this offense. And I think a lot of those things get overshadowed sometimes. And so I think his biggest thing has just been learning that. And I think Trevor, having the success he's had at that position pushes Chris, and I think they both make each other better. And so, it's kind of our belief that, competition makes everybody better.
Do you think we'll see Luke in the opener?
I don't know. I would probably say no, but we'll see how it plays out.
I mean, do you see a situation where you might shuffle him in as a change of pace?
Probably not. No, probably not. I think Jared's pretty established, and so I would expect Jared to be our guy.
And so in Luke's case, does that mean unless there's some catastrophic situation that he'll sit and wait?
We'll see. That's one game, and so.
No, I mean just generally as you go forward.
Yeah, no, I mean we'll see kind of what presents itself, and if Jared stays healthy and all the different factors that are involved in that. But no, I think right now Jared's our guy.
We saw early in the grind, I think it was the first episode, the buy-in board. And there were names scattered across, even in the lower categories. Has there been movement on that? Have the guys down there moved up?
That's something that changes daily. It depends on kind of your last weight workout, or if you were sick, or it's. I don't think that's something. I just dropped my ring. My wife's not gonna like that. I just think that's a daily occurrence. I don't think you can read much into that.
Is kicker still up for grabs?
Yeah. I mean, I think if we had to play today, James Langford would be our guy. Thought he had a good week. Much more consistent. And he's got a big leg. So I think I'll be surprised if that's not what it ends up.
The consistency has been really the question.
Yeah, the consistency has been the question with him, and it's still going to be a little bit of a work in progress. I mean, he just hadn't kicked at this level, and so I think he's just going to have to show that he can do it and handle it. But we think he can.
Some of those kickers are kind of squirrely guys who you don't know how they're going to react to get in the game. Is he one of those guys, or do you think he'll be solid when he gets out there?
I don't know. He's a mature kid. I mean, he's been around a little bit, and he's got some maturity, and he's an older kid. But you don't know how any of them are going to react. You just don't. And so, you try to test him in practice and put him in some pressure situations, which we did earlier today, and I thought he responded well. And but I mean, it's a lot different kicking, here on Thursday with nobody in the stadium than it is, in front of 100,000 people on a Saturday.
A lot different than Cal Poly too, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I haven't been to a game at Cal Poly, but I'm assuming
they're not going to get 60,000 most games, probably.
Are they not? I don't even know. I'm guessing they don't.
Are the Swagger games over and done with, or are there still?
We got to settle one more deal. We'll do we're going to do the home run derby tournament at some point. I don't know quite when yet, but we'll get that settled.
At some point before actual game preparation begins.
Yeah, we may do it after practice one day. I don't know. We'll see.